Hi everyone, in this video we are going to continue with our API Gateway adventure. We're going to create a REST API and we're going to, what's this? We're going to have multiple stages and let's see what's some use cases we can create. All right, so let's go to build a new API Gateway. Um, So this one here is JX planets again. JX planets. Right, so this planets we're going to create a method, or no, let's first create a resource. Yeah, I think wrong. Let us delete it first. Let us delete this. Alright, delete. Okay, again, let's create an API gateway that is a REST API. Then let's call this the JX API gateway. Then let's create endpoint regional. Then let's create a resource of that, which is the planets enable course. Right, and then let us create a method. Let us do a get, and then this is going to be a lambda function, and we have to create our lambda. Right, so this one here is a JX planets fn for function, and then let us create this. Right, so our function has been created. Uh, so here again, we are going to const planets Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, then Mars, then Jupiter, then Saturn, then Uranus, then Neptune. All right, so let us put here the planets. Right, so let us deploy this, and then here let's see if we have a JX planets fn. So does it appear? So, but we know that it's there, so let us just create that. Right, and then we create with enable cores, and then we deploy. It will need a staging, so this one we'll name this prod. Right, so this is already in prod, so our prod staging, we will test this, and we have our planets. Okay, now if we have a development, we still want to do some testing without affecting the production staging. So let's go to our resources. How do we do that? Let us deploy to a new stage. So if we say dev here, then it's gonna be deployed to dev. So this prod here, let's say um, this prod, this is the prod planets. It has all the planets in there, and if you go to dev, go to dev planets, it also has all the planets in there. What if we want to add Pluto? Okay, so how do we do that? In our Lambda, this one here, how do we version our Lambda? Okay, so there's a version here. Publish new version. Okay, so this is we're going to publish version description. Okay, so this will be the latest fn1. Then will it affect here and our get lambda integration lambda function fn. This one, right? So what if we have a new version, right? So what if we go to planets and oops, yeah, let's go back. Okay, so let's go back to our planets. We have a version here, but now we want to add Pluto, right? Then deploy. Publish new version with Pluto, right? Publish. So we have this one. So version 1, and then we have version 2. Okay, so what will be in here now? Will it have Pluto? Yeah, it has Pluto. Pluto, right? Deploy. It has Pluto. But what if we go back to version and then publish? what um what if we want to use this instead of like the other one? Publish new version. Publishing a new version saves a snapshot of the code and the configuration of the latest version. You need to deploy code changes and latest before you create a new version. Any triggers you added to the function are not saved to so this one has the Pluto, the PL. The version 2 has PL, and the version 1 should have the Pluto, Neptune only. So how do we do that? Version 2. Version 2 is PL only, right? Then in here we have the complete Pluto. So we want to publish a new version. So this one has the complete Pluto, and yeah, how do we do that? Let's go to our API gateway. Yeah, how do we do versioning? So what if, so this is the, okay, so we have stages. This is the prod, right? And our prod, yeah, our prod, I believe, already got the Pluto. Yeah, we don't want to have the Pluto in our prod right away. Um, how do we do that? So if we go back to our fn here, okay, so our function, let us remove. If we remove Pluto, then if we deploy, then this one will, our prod here, again, will automatically got the latest version. So we don't want that to happen. Wait, should we want our um, let's go back to resources. Let's go back here. Integration, lambda function. Can we specify? Let's go to our function. Where's our function? Where's my function? Alright, where's my function? Where's my function? Right, so this is my function. If we go to versions, go to if we create a new version, this will be the latest version, which is without the Pluto again. And then yeah, so if we go to our fn, this one versions, this one here has the Pluto, right? This one here has the Pluto. Yeah, so that one has the Pluto. And What if we add a like that here, like that? Here about, okay, so will that use the will that use the one with the Pluto? Nope, because we still have to publish. We still have to deploy that to prod. Okay, so our prod will have the Pluto now. Pluto. Nope, 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 nope. Here, the resource is get the integration. Deploy to prod. Nope. What if we the stages? Go back to stages. How can we delete the stage? Okay, delete this stage. Then create a new stage called prod deployment. What's this deployment? Then in here, we want to deploy again. Go to a new stage called prod. Okay, then our prod here. Let's see if it has, it's forbidden. No, it has Pluto. Right, so you really have to delete. All right, so let's go to our dev. Our dev, does it have the Pluto? No. Yep, it doesn't have the Pluto, and this one, our prod, has the Pluto. All right, dev doesn't have the Pluto, then our prod has the Pluto. All right, so that makes sense. Let us go back to our code here, our fn code. We want to, if you want to have another version here where there's a make, make, and then how do we save this? Will it get saved automatically or no? Publish new version with make, publish. Uh, we need to test. We need to deploy. So that was deployed, and then go to versions. Let us publish with make. That is version 5. So in the resources, this one, let's have this with version 5. Update that, and then let us deploy this to dev with make. So this one, our expectation is this one won't have a make. This one will, or is it? Is this? Yeah, this one already has a make. But this one here, the prod shouldn't have the makimaki, right? Yeah, that one doesn't have the makimaki. This one has the makimaki. Um, what if we create another staging? Or how do we deploy this to, like, this will become the prod? How do we publish this to become the prod? Um, so let's say here the prod doesn't have a makimaki. Um, dev dev has the makimaki. We want it to be the new prod. How do we do that? Um, go to resources, deploy to prod. What if we deploy that to prod? So let's see our prod. If our prod now will have the makimaki. No, the prod now has a makimaki. What if we want to go back to Pluto? So right, we go to resources. Let's create a this one. Let's put back the version 3. Alright, version 3, and then let's deploy this to prod. Okay, so this one will bring back the Pluto. Oh yeah, that's it. We can go back and forth with versioning. So it's just changing the version here in our function in our lambda, changing the lambda version here and then redeploying it to the stage without deleting anything. Uh, yeah, yeah. So this one has Pluto. Let's do this again. This one, let's bring back the. If you go back here, let's fix it. We don't want the makimaki and the Pluto because the right way, the correct one is we should have just the Neptune. So remove that, deploy. Then that should be the latest version. And then in here in our stages, let's go back here in our stages. This one here should still have the Pluto. Yep. But then what if we go to resources, click the planets, and then if we deploy this to dev first, this one will still have Pluto, but the other one, the dev shouldn't have Makimaki and Pluto. Oh, why do we have Makimaki here? Because we haven't updated our lambda here, the function that it's pointing to. So this should have the latest. Should be using the latest, this one, and then click here and then deploy to dev. So the dev here should have until Neptune without the Makimaki. Dev. Oh man, why is it so? Yeah, here. Why it has different versions, man? Why? Let's go back here to our stage or dev, go to planets, go to get. Why does it have the Makimaki? Should just be a caching issue, right? So yep, now it doesn't have the Makimaki. Now it's back. I think this is just a caching issue, right? And in our this one here will still have Pluto. So always have Pluto, right? Yeah, always have Pluto. Always have Pluto. This one, Neptune, 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 Neptune only, right? Now we want to we are happy with the result. We want to now deploy this to prod. Okay, so now it should be in prod. So this one here, or prod, shouldn't have the Pluto now. It will just be a Neptune. But as we all know, this have a caching issue again. Well, here go to planets. This one shouldn't have the Pluto. Why does it have the Pluto? This one has. This one is the latest. This one has been deployed to prod, right? And then close. Go to stages, go to prod, and then go to get. Then this one. All right, so that's it. That was fixed. That should be fixed. Let us try to put it here, and then let us ng serve that. Yeah, is it ng serving? Yeah, Neptune until Neptune, right? This is the prod. Is this the prod? Yeah, prod. So yeah, that's it. Sometimes it will just it's just unstable maybe with the browser's caching, but that's it. All right, so see you on the next video. Bye.